that time of year again where the NFL comes to London. The National Football League will have 3 games on between October 1st and October the 15th. One at the iconic Wembley Stadium, where the Jacksonville Jaguars have already beaten the Atlanta Falcons 23-7, and 2 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is quickly becoming the home of NFL in the UK. Firstly, the Jags will be in action again, this time against the Buffalo Bills on October the 8th. Then a week later, the Baltimore Ravens take on the Tennessee Titans on October the 15th. If you've never been to an NFL game before and are considering watching, either in the stadium or at home, there are a few things you'll need to know. But never fear, we've got you covered with our beginner's guide to the NFL. Let's start with the basics. The NFL comprises of 32 teams split into 2 divisions, the AFC and the NFC. Each division is split into 4 groups of 4 teams based on their geographical location. Each team plays the team in their division twice, plus 9 other games across the NFL for a total of 17 games in a season. The top performing teams then enter the playoffs and the divisional championship rounds, with the winners from both divisions facing each other in the Super Bowl. Now to the in-game action. The field is 120 yards from end to end and 100 yards from end zone to end zone. The end zone is the area at either end of the pitch that a team must make it into to score a touchdown. Unlike rugby, players simply need to have 2 feet on the ground in the end zone to score. They don't need to touch the ball to the floor. Each NFL game has an hour on the time clock, split into 4 15-minute quarters. However, games usually last much longer than that hour as the clock is stopped at various points in the game. This means matches can last around 3 hours and sometimes even longer, depending on how quick the play is. Like football on these shores, each team has 11 players on the pitch at any one time. But unlike football, an NFL squad is much bigger. That's because 11 players make up the offense, who come onto the field when the team is trying to score a touchdown, and 11 players make up the defense, who come on to stop the opposing team scoring said touchdown. Then there's the special teams, who come on during changing phases of play, like kickoff and conversion kicks. When on the offense, each team has 4 opportunities to make it the 10 yards up the field by either running the ball or making a long pass. This process is repeated until either a touchdown is scored or the attacking team is out of attempts to make the 10-yard drive, at which point they can either choose to kick a conversion or kick the ball back to their opponents, who then go on the offense themselves. A play ends when a player runs out of play, dives to the floor, or is tackled to the ground, or if the quarterback throws an incomplete pass or a touchdown is scored. The scoring system itself is relatively simple. A touchdown is worth 6 points. The team then gets a chance to kick a conversion for an extra point. If they're far enough behind, a team can relinquish their extra point conversion in favour of a 2-point conversion. This is set up just like a regular play, rather than a kick, with the team needing to make it into the end zone. If a team chooses to go for a conversion instead of a touchdown, that's worth 3 points. A team can also score 2 points for a safety when the defense tackles the offense in their own end zone. Each team also gets 3 timeouts per half that can be used to stop the play clock in order to talk tactics. And the final thing to consider are penalties. These can result in loss of yardage for either team. These can be given for illegal blocking, holding, having too many men on the field, or delaying the game. A loss of yardage can result in a 10-yard drive becoming a 15 or 20-yard drive. And that's just the basics. Of course, there's lots more to get into, but if this is your first time at an NFL game, that's the simple stuff that will help you enjoy it just a little bit more. Are you going to one of the NFL games in London this year? Let us know in the comments below.